It is Valentine's Day. You are nervous. You walk into a restaurant with red roses. You see a beautiful woman in a red dress. You give her the flowers. She smiles. But then her husband comes, kisses her, and says, "Sorry, I'm late, honey. You gave flowers to the wrong woman."
Welcome to Easy Bites Podcast. I am Chloe.
And I am Max. Today, I tell you how my Valentine's date became a total disaster in slow, easy English.
Let's listen.
The story begins 2 years ago. It was February 14th. It was cold and dark outside. I was single, but I had a date.
Single means you don't have a girlfriend or boyfriend.
Right. I was single, but I had a date with a girl from a dating app. Her name was Sarah.
You never saw her in real life before, right?
Right. We only texted. We sent messages for 2 weeks. She was funny, smart, and very kind. We joked a lot. I felt comfortable with her on the app.
But texting and real life are very different.
Very different. Texting is easy. You can think. You can delete. Real life is scary. You must speak immediately.
So this was your first real date with her? On Valentine's Day. No pressure.
Exactly. Zero pressure. Only maximum pressure. I wanted everything to be perfect.
What was your plan?
The plan was simple. A nice Italian restaurant. Pasta, wine, candles. Very romantic.
Classic movie-style date.
Yes, I put on my best shirt. I ironed it 3 times. I used too much cologne. My room smelled like a perfume shop.
So you smelled intense.
Very intense. I looked in the mirror and said, "Okay, Max, don't be weird. Don't say anything stupid."
Great self-talk.
I also bought flowers. Red roses. A big bouquet of red roses.
Red roses are a strong message.
Yes, and I was very proud of the flowers. They were expensive. My wallet was crying.
Did you know how to recognize Sarah in the restaurant?
I saw her photos on the app. She had dark hair and a big smile. But the most important thing, she told me, I will wear a red dress.
So you thought, easy, I just look for the red dress.
Exactly. One red dress, one girl, one great night. What could go wrong?
Famous last words.
I arrived at the restaurant at 7 p.m. The restaurant was full. Couples everywhere. Candles on every table, soft music, people holding hands, talking quietly.
Very romantic.
Yes, very romantic. And me standing at the entrance holding big red roses, feeling like an idiot. My hands were sweating, my heart was beating fast.
Did you see her immediately?
I started to look around. I checked every woman. Red dress? No. Red dress? No. Then I saw her.
The red dress?
Yes, near the window. A beautiful woman in a red dress. Dark hair. She was alone. She looked at her phone. She looked like she was waiting.
She matched the description.
She matched everything. I thought, this is Sarah. Don't panic. Just walk. I took a deep breath, fixed my shirt, and walked to her table. My heart was beating like a drum. Boom, boom, boom. She looked up at me. She looked surprised, but not angry. That was a good sign.
What did you say?
I smiled and said, "Hi, happy Valentine's Day." And I gave her the flowers.
Smooth.
She looked at the flowers. Her eyes got big. She smiled a shy smile and said, "Oh, wow, thank you. These are beautiful."
So far, so good.
I felt amazing. I sat down and said, "I am so happy to finally meet you."
And then?
She laughed a little and said, "Me too. This is a nice surprise."
Nice surprise is a strange thing to say, but okay.
At that moment, I didn't see the problem. I was just happy. I thought, yes, Max, you are a romantic hero. Then the awkward silence started.
Let's explain awkward silence.
Awkward silence is a quiet moment when nobody knows what to say. It feels strange and uncomfortable.
Yes, your brain is screaming, say something, but your mouth says nothing.
Exactly. We had exactly that. I tried to start small talk.
Small talk means simple, light conversation, like about weather, traffic, food.
Right, I said. "So, how was your day?" She said, "Good." I said, "Busy?" She said, "Not really."
Very short answers.
Very short. I asked, "Do you like Italian food?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Me too." Then, silence. I tried again. "So you work in marketing, right?" She looked confused and said, "No, I am a dentist."
Wait, a dentist?
Yes, a dentist. My brain did a small red flag, but I thought maybe I remember wrong. Maybe she changed jobs.
You didn't think maybe this is not Sarah?
No, my brain was too nervous to think. I just nodded and said, "Oh, yes, right, a dentist. Cool."
You were just pretending everything was normal.
Completely. I just wanted the silence to stop, so I talked more. I asked about her hobbies. She said she liked yoga and cooking. I tried to make a joke, but my joke was terrible.
What did you say?
I said, "I can't cook. When I cook, a smoke alarm learns my name." She smiled politely, like, "Huh, okay."
Ah, that hurts.
Inside, I was dying. I thought, why is this so hard? We wrote great messages online. Where is the chemistry? Where is the connection?
Maybe because she is not Sarah.
Exactly. But I still didn't understand. I just thought first dates are always weird. It's normal.
How long did this awkward conversation continue?
Maybe 10 long minutes. 10 years in my head. Then something happened. The restaurant door opened. A tall man walked in, very confident. Leather jacket, expensive watch. He looked around quickly and walked straight to our table.
To your table.
Yes, he smiled at the woman in the red dress and said, Hey, baby. Sorry I'm late. Parking was terrible.
Oh no.
He kissed her on the cheek, right in front of me. I froze.
You froze again. You could not move.
My brain went, error, error, error. The woman's eyes got very big. She looked at him, then at me, then at the flowers.
What did she say?
She said, "Oh my God, I thought these flowers were from the restaurant."
From the restaurant?
Yes, she said. I thought he was a waiter. I thought the restaurant gave gifts for Valentine's Day.
She thought you were the waiter?
Yes, she thought I was a very romantic waiter. The man looked at me, then at the flowers, then back at me, and he started to laugh. He said, Wait. Did you just give my wife flowers?"
Wife. Not girlfriend. Wife.
Yes, wife. Then he laughed more and said, "Dude, are you serious? You thought she was your date?"
What did you do?
I wanted to disappear. I wanted the earth to open and eat me. My face was so red, it was probably brighter than the dress. I stood up very fast and said, "I am so sorry. I made a mistake. I thought, you look like someone I know. I am sorry."
You were panicking.
Total panic. I grabbed my jacket. I didn't know what to do with the flowers. The wife was still holding them. She said quietly, "They really are beautiful. Thank you, I guess."
This is so painful.
The husband put his hand on my shoulder and said, "It's okay, man. It happens. At least you have good taste."
Wow. Okay, that is actually nice.
Yes, he was kind, but I still wanted to run away. So I turned around, ready to escape, and then I heard a voice behind me.
Another voice.
A woman's voice. She said, "Max?"
No way.
I turned around slowly, and there she was. Another woman in a red dress. Different red dress, same idea. Dark hair, big smile. She was standing near the entrance.
The real Sarah.
Yes, the real Sarah. She looked at me, then at the couple, then at the flowers in the wife's hands. She crossed her arms and said, "Did you just give my flowers to another woman?"
Ouch.
I felt like a criminal, a flower criminal. The husband started laughing again. The wife tried not to laugh, but she was smiling. Everyone was looking at me.
What did you say?
I said the only thing my brain could create. I said, "Hi, Sarah. You look beautiful. Please don't kill me."
Good start.
There was a long second of silence. Sarah looked at my face. She looked at the flowers again. Then she started laughing.
She laughed?
Yes, a big, honest laugh. She said, "Okay, this is the best comedy show I have ever seen on a first date."
She has a good sense of humor.
Very good. She walked to us, shook the wife's hand, and said, "Enjoy the flowers. Happy Valentine's Day." Then she looked at me and said, "Max, come on. Let's sit somewhere far away from this drama."
I like her.
Me too. We said goodbye to the couple. The husband said, "Thanks for the gift, bro," and held the flowers up like a trophy.
Incredible.
Sarah and I moved to another table in the corner. At first, I was still shaking. I said, "I am so sorry. This is the worst first impression in history."
What did she say?
She smiled and said, "Are you kidding? This is amazing. Now I have a story for life. I will tell this to my grandchildren."
That's a very good attitude.
Yes, I started to relax. We ordered drinks. I ordered wine. She ordered lemonade. I told her the whole story from the beginning. How I prepared, how nervous I was, how I saw the dress, how I sat down.
Did you make fun of yourself?
Yes, I made jokes about my face being red, about my terrible small talk with the wrong woman, about the husband calling me bro.
And she laughed?
She laughed a lot. She said, "You know, online you are funny, but in real life you are even funnier by accident."
By accident. That is perfect.
Because of this crazy situation, we skipped all the boring questions. We didn't talk about the weather or traffic. We went straight to real topics.
What did you talk about?
We talked about embarrassing moments from our lives. She told me about the time she called her teacher mom in front of the whole class. I told her about sending a message to the wrong group chat at work.
So the mistake broke the ice.
Yes, it broke the ice completely. The atmosphere became warm and easy. My hands stopped shaking. I could finally breathe.
How long did you stay in the restaurant?
We planned to stay for 1 hour. We stayed for 3 hours. We talked, laughed, and shared stories.
So, was it a disaster or not?
The beginning was a disaster, a total disaster. But the rest was one of the best first dates of my life.
And what happened after that? Did you see her again?
Yes, we went on more dates. And no, I never gave flowers to the wrong woman again.
Good. One time is enough. Before we go, I want to say something important to you. Yes, you, the person listening right now.
Today's story was about a mistake, a big, embarrassing mistake. And I know that sometimes when you learn English, you feel the same way.
Maybe you are afraid to speak. Maybe you are afraid you will use the wrong word or say something stupid. Maybe you think everyone will laugh at you.
But look at my story. I made a huge mistake. I wanted to run away, but I stayed. And because I made that mistake, I met someone amazing.
Learning a language is brave. Listening to this podcast is brave. Most people give up, but you are still here. You are still trying.
We don't know your name, but we are incredibly proud of you. We see your effort. We know it is hard to understand everything.
But remember, mistakes are not failures. Mistakes are just part of the story.
So promise us one thing. Next time you make a mistake in English, don't panic. Just smile, laugh, and keep going.
Thank you for giving us your time today. We believe in you. You are doing better than you think.
Take care of yourself. Be brave.
And we will see you in the next story.